OGs, the pioneers, the gentlemen and ladies that paved the way. This is what this video is going to cover, you guys. Some returning superstars that have been rumored to come back for WrestleMania, Saudi Arabia. They always want those legends. Inside the ring, these are the ones that are capable. Around the ring are the ones that could still potentially make a return and ones that are still very much involved. So I say we get into it. Starting right here with none other than John Cena. February 28th, SmackDown, mark it on your calendars. Road to WrestleMania is starting right here with Big Cena. We got Brock Lesnar. See, here comes the thing with Lesnar. When he came into the business, he was a fairly young lad. So the fact that he can still fit right in this category with these guys and still compete and be the WWE champion, I know a lot of people are not a fan of Lesnar, but you got to give him the respect, man. He's only part-time in on you, but for the most part, when he does show up, everybody has to have a seat up front or somewhere along in the arena. CM Punk, yeah, I know, it most likely will never happen, but as you guys already saw over there on backstage, I mean, the guy still looks pretty good, so he still could make a return. I think if there's enough money put on the table, CM Punk could still very much do it. The Rock, people's champ right there, the Hollywood man that could still lay the smackdown on any jabroni inside this arena, Triple H. The guy has always managed to do something come WrestleMania season. Like anytime that this, like around this time rolls around, he's always been great to get some kind of promo going or a feud. So Triple H, we got to put him right here into the ring. Edge right here, look, we haven't heard anything. I know that, you know, the whole Royal Rumble return, I know that's kind of the beginning process of it all between him and Randy Orton. So just know this, man. Just stay tuned. For the next few weeks, we're about to see something. I'm sure he'll come back. Maybe with Christian, it'll be like a return of Edge and Christian with the concerto. It's just an idea. Undertaker, he's got a locked contract for matches at Saudi Arabia. So come this, you know, later on this month, we are about to see him in some kind of action. Goldberg, you already has something lined up with that man back there, and it'll make more sense once we go through the video why he's in the ring. I mean, a lot of these guys, they're either from Attitude Era, New Generation, Golden, Stone Cold, one of the leaders over there. He's still doing quite a bit, like whether it's, you know, backstage or doing TV shows of his own, like Broken Skull. This guy stays very active. He does this podcast where he sometimes brings on some of these guys and does an interview. I just saw the one recently with him and Goldberg. Gotta say I was a big fan of that. Big Show, we just saw him a few weeks back. We got Hulkster back on a WWE contract deal. And, you know, you can't have the Hulkster. You cannot have him without the Mouth of the South. You know, if he does end up coming back for WrestleMania, because he has been training, I know he just got back surgery done. I can see him being alongside right there at ringside. Kurt Angle did retire last year at WrestleMania, but I think it almost applies similar to what a lot of these guys. I don't see why he won't eventually step back into the squared circle one more time. Batista right there, Mr. Guardians of the Galaxy. Big Red Machine Kane, he still may very much be doing the whole mayor thing, but when they need help, man, he is always a runner-up. Booker T, I mean, he's doing commentary and whatnot, but the guy, he can still very much throw down. Shane O'Mac, I know he had the whole I Quit match or whatnot, but if you say table, if you say top turnbuckle, or if you say Hell in a Cell, this guy right here, he's like, where's the dotted line, man? I'll go ahead, I'll get that filled out so Randy Orton can make it happen between him and I. Drop a like, man. You know it's going to happen either at WrestleMania or again sometime here within the next month or so. Rey Mysterio, the guy, like, he is equivalent to a lot of these guys that are already in the ring. Like, the fact that you can almost tie him right there with Brock Lesnar, where he's still very much an important name and can still do his thing on a regular basis. Hey, I want to see some kind of WWE title run at some point in time before you hang up those boots over here. Trish and Lita, the Pioneers, my favorite battle pack so far for this year. These two, and this is a later two Trish and Lita figure, so if you guys are curious where you can find them, well, if you had picked them up early enough, man, Ringside Collectibles had you covered, but these sold out super quick. Chris Jericho, all right, AEW, we get it, he's doing his thing over there, but we could still put him in the same category with these WWE guys. Shelton Benjamin, no, we don't see much of him, and technically, I should put him over here on this side, because this side right here is like the whole active roster, like Daniel Bryan, he's definitely an OG. R-Truth, he's managed to kind kind of stay under the radar his entire career, but he is one that we got to bring up. Miz, and then we got Matt and Jeff Hardy. Now for Matt Hardy, I think it's pretty much done. It's all set and done. Jeff Hardy, nothing confirmed or official yet, at least by the time that we did this video, as to when he'll make a return. Morrison, Kofi Kingston, we got Ziggler back there. Sheamus too. I mean, Sheamus, I would say Ruthless Aggression. A lot of these guys are from earlier time, but him as well as Lashley definitely fit that bill. Let's come back over here. Now that we covered some of the guys that are still very much active on a regular basis, let's come back over here because Carlito, he was rumored to be a returning superstar right here for 2020, so I want to bring up Carlito. MVP, he's not going to be a regular. I think it'll just be like, it'll be either Battle Royals or Rumbles. Well, you'll see him, periodically, or maybe like how you guys saw on Raw with the whole interview with him and Orton. And then we got Santino Marella. Christian, as we talked about earlier on in the video, he will be making a return. It's more of a question as to when. RVD, now if you guys follow RVD on Instagram, you know this guy, he never has a dull moment. He's always busy with them ladies, man, and still very agile for his age. Still looks pretty good, I would say, and I would hope to see him one more time in a WWE ring or in figure form. We need an updated Elite RVD, so please get on some kind of Legends contract. Great Khali, I don't know if we can talk too much about him with an in-ring return. Like, I think from right here, going back, it's more of like a special occasion where they'll step into the ring, they'll either do, they'll take a bump or a quick promo, but Khali, he don't got much left. I hate to say that too, because this guy has always been a big attraction. The world's strongest man, Mark Henry, the guy still can put down a pretty good amount of weight on that bench or squat rack, but as far as like an actual match, yeah, that's not happening. Bret the Hitman Hart, I'm wishing you nothing but the best, man. We just found out about the whole thing with him and cancer again. Second go around, so stay strong right there. Yushin Thunder Liger, he just had a retirement match, but as you guys saw, that match, dude, he's still one of those guys that knows his way around the squared circle. We got Big Sexy right there, Kevin Nash, one that's kind of always been in like a rehab. Like, this guy is so injury prone. Again, most of these guys going back, they're more of like, it's going to be a bump or a quick promo, nothing like actual in-ring competition, but ones that you're eventually bound to see. That kind of goes the same for Mick Foley. I don't know if we can apply that for Sting, because Sting has been wanting a match again at Mania, whether it's him against Taker or him against Goldberg. People want to see that. Mick Foley back here, he's more of a guy that's good at, introducing something brand new, such as the 24/7 championship. Or if there is like a Hell in a Cell moment where there's going to be like either a special referee or something to introduce something brand new to that. He's an OG when it comes to the Hell in a Cell, so we got to throw him in here. We got the Hurricane. You guys saw the last Raw reunion. I mean, the guy was all suited up. Yeah, he's, a little bit rough around the edges, but one guy that's still involved in wrestling, not like in a WWE ring, but he does still do wrestling from time to time. And then we got Farouk, we got Bradshaw. I want to have Bradshaw, though. If we are going to have him in this video, I'd like to have him in his individual run. He had a better run, on his own. The tag team, I mean, APA, it was good, but when it came down to it, his true gloriness came from that individual run. We also got Mr. Ted DiBiase back there. We got the Dudley Boys, and we got the trade. Not just here, but also in the crowd. That's the old Jax figure. I love that one still. To this date, it still holds its weight. We got Rikishi back there. We got all of DX. We got X-Pac, Road Dogg. Now for Billy Gunn, this is a thing that we need to discuss because, as you guys know, he has signed over there with AEW. So possibility of him making a return into a WWE ring, highly unlikely, but one that's still very much doing it. We also got Sergeant Slaughter. We also got over here the King, Jerry the King Lawler. And as we mentioned over here, these are kind of the guys that are still very much doing their thing, but still, nonetheless, originals. And the Fiend right here, you can almost consider him as the new legend killer. If you need someone to put a certain superstar on a permanent vacation list, he's the one, dude. He knows how to do it. Whether he puts you on retirement or he changes you completely, this is why I wanted to have him in here, just to kind of showcase that he is capable of doing it. And you know what? In a way, he's kind of is a legend of in his own. Yes, I know, NXT, Ruthless Aggression, but come down to it, man, this guy, he will be a legend at some point. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.